some friends and I embarked upon reading Dante's Divine Comedy, or I think as you might call it, the Divina Commedia. And I guess that's how the Italians call it too. And anyway, why? I don't know. It's just one of those big books that you can be afraid of if you want to be, or you can just read it instead. And so that's what we decided to do. And everything I've read since then mentions something from the Divine Comedy. Everything I've read. So this song just puts me in line with everybody else. I'm one of the thousands or millions who talk about it. And I find that Hell is definitely the most interesting book of the three. The most dramatic. The most gruesome. With a lot of popes turned upside down with their legs waving in the air, stuck in caves. Lots of popes down there in hell. Lots of other people too, but I did like how adulterers, those who cheat on their wives or husbands, or gluttons, people who eat way too much, they're barely in hell at all. I thought that was also rather Italian. But anyway, when you get to the bottom of hell, as some of you may know, Satan's down there. And it's very cold, and his legs are waving in the air too. He's upside down. And Virgil and Dante have to crawl through his body to get out. And insteed of having to come back up through hell to get out, all they have to do is keep crawling, because they thought the world was flat at that time. And so all of a sudden they're out of hell on the other side of the world, and they see a beautiful starry night. And I think that's a great image. So my cliche of the Divine Comedy, the great unknown. Just get in there, gas up the car. If you're gonna go, you'll need fuel for the road. And if you stay, forget the past. Things that haunt you, they never last. Oh, but can they last just one more day? Somebody light a candle, light my way. Like those two who crawled out from the devil's claws, and then they saw the stars. From the center of the earth, or crashing through the atmosphere, the answer unclear, though written in stone. And when those break, there's nothing but the grave. Unknown. It was a long wait, a walk down an aisle. He placed his hands on my head. He said, "Bless you, my child." Sweet chrism crossed and incense burned. Throughout the ages, amen was heard. Are we fools who stay our fear, declaring one desire most dear? Like those two who crawled out from the devil's claws, and then they saw the stars. From the center of the earth, or crashing through the atmosphere, the answer unclear, though written in stone. And when those break, there's nothing but the grave. Unknown. until there's no weight, no laughter left. The sun and moon have disappeared, like sunlight enter here, like those two who crawled out from the devil's claws, and then they saw the stars from the center of the earth, crashing through the atmosphere. The answer unclear, though written in stone. And I am afraid of the grave.